Oh, the stream's on now. It's live.
Oh, there we are.
Say it. Say it.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And we did not go live and had to refresh the page, and it finally went live. So that was the whole mess up there. We did enjoy Fireball, but that wasn't our problem. It was an internet issue right there.
All right. We got the triple F's first out the box. How's it going?
Thank you for being a member.
Flipping Roo. How you doing?
Thank you for being a member.
You could say that.
Woo!
Awesome Antiquarians in the house.
Thank you for being a member.
Dandy Dave. How you doing?
Thank you for being a member.
Marvelous Mister. How's it going? Awesome Adrian's in the house.
Thank you for being a member.
Dandy Diane. Delightful Don.
Wait,
Michael.
What did she say? Evening. Why do I sound like Cousin Brucey?
Yes.
Thank you for being a member. Marvelous Michael.
Yes.
Thank you for being a member. All right, everybody. Sorry about that little glitch there at the front. That was
the glitch of the week.
Glitch of the week right there with StreamYard. All right. They've been doing a lot of changes. You wouldn't know this, but they've been doing a lot of changes over on StreamYard as well.
Oh, sure. I can't imagine. Yeah.
No, they actually have been. I forget. Somebody's show we were on was talking about that and how the changes
was I actually on it or no?
Probably not. No. All right, everybody. We're going to start the show as we always do. How are sales? Take it away, Mr. Magazine.
eBay's horrible. Amazon's average or a little better. The Shopify website's doing really well. We had 3 out of 4 really good days. Let's see. Whatnot is not doing too much there. It's average on the weekends at best. What am I missing? The DVD site's average. Everything's about average. Amazon's a little average or a little better. Nothing great. I'm not killing it. The adult stuff only, the new adult site. That's
Petered
okay.
out.
Yeah, it's okay.
See what I did there, Peter?
Yeah. It's a little better this month compared to last month, but nothing great. So I'm holding my own. I don't know how I'm holding my own with all the buying I'm doing, around the country, but I'm doing what I got to do. How about you?
Well, that was a nice preview of the buying area.
Yeah. Joyous Joy is in the house. Lovely Papers in the house.
And thank you for being a member. Ciao. Are in the pooper.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like that word. It's not used enough.
Very good on eBay. Slow and whatnot.
Okay.
Might have something to do with not. It might.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're asking, Mr. Magazine. eBay's been good. I've been doing well on eBay. I cannot complain whatsoever. Whatnot's been good. I can't complain. Yesterday we had I know a lot of people didn't have the best auction over at the Shopahala, but I had my 3rd consecutive Shopahala white glove auction.
Nice.
So sold through everything for the 3rd straight Shopahala.
Wow.
So very, very happy with that. Had a good book show today. So overall, I cannot complain. I did have a $9 show somewhere yesterday out of my 3 shows.
Like a whole hour, $9?
Yeah.
I would hang myself.
You got mocked. Mrs. Paper Guy goes, if that were Mr. Magazine, he's off Whatnot. And then she started laughing.
Yeah, so. You're right. Yes.
Thank you, Dave, for being a member as well. Cricket Since. Yeah, no, I'm doing well. I'm doing well across the board. I cannot complain whatsoever. So I won't. A couple of other things here in the sales things. 33.
Hold on, is more important. Triple J's in the house.
Finally, something to lighten the mood. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. 33 out of 58 on promoted. 177 out of 338 report offers. 282 last week, so 56 more offers.
Wow.
252 a year ago, 98 2 years ago. Being retired and listening a lot's really made a big difference.
Yeah.
I moved from 98 offers to 338.
It's crazy.
1 item over on Vivs-Views, which was a postcard, of course. 2 items on $1 Million Peddlers, and 4 items over on Etsy, of which one was I think it was shredded wheat or something like that. It was or grape nuts. It was a grape nuts 1980s thin stock reprint of like a 1930s ad, official reprint type deal. I tried to give it away to you people for $3 over on Whatnot. Got laughed out of the arena, just completely laughed out. So I put it up on Etsy, and it sold within a week and a half for $20. So
good for you.
There we are. Even the things that don't sell on Whatnot are good. So that's where we're at. How about buys? Anybody out there buying anything?
most of my buys, and I'm shocked that I get calls every day or emails or texts about selling me adult stuff all over the country. What the good news is, it's like they're cheaper deals, like 500 to 5,000. So, they're able to ship it to me because it saves me. I love Aaron to death, but sometimes, the travel kills the deal. Sometimes.
Well, it's not worth a $500 deal.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But a lot of these guys are shipping me movies or magazines and so forth, or I'm shipping them the labels, which is good too. That's a new thing we started getting into. So, see, one guy's got 20, 400 magazines, 20 medium flat rate boxes or so forth. I'll send him the labels with my address and he'll ship them back. So, I don't see the money. It's going in my account. I'm paying for the labels, but then I got the deal coming through, and but it's in almost every day, and I can't even keep up with one guy compared to another guy. It's kind of crazy, but it is fun. I do enjoy it.
Nothing locally?
That one deal I mentioned before, Star Wars stuff in the ladies' attic.
You didn't mention it here.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. We'll have to watch it. But her husband passed away a few years ago, and he bought a bunch of stuff for me, and she had supposedly a whole attic of Star Wars stuff. But
very small attic.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot, and a lot of stuff was open. It was newer stuff, and I don't think it's worth the time and work involved. So I'm probably going to pass on it.
And if she's watching right now, this is not a negotiating tactic.
True. Wrong place. We're overloaded with inventory.
Bought some cards, baseball cards, and signed baseballs.
Nice. All right.
Nice. What's wrong with that?
Jackie Jackson in the house. How's it going?
And thank you for being a member.
What about you?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Let's see what and then we'll tell you.
Cool. Kent Cordray's in the house.
I bought several boxes of 50s movie TV mags, about 60 50s cheesecake magazines, and a large vintage science fiction paperback collection this last weekend. Nice.
That's the stuff you passed on.
It might have been. We actually were talking earlier about how I did pass on a bunch of 50s movies magazines, so could be. Who knows? I did go to the book show. I only bought from one dealer. I went there, and there was almost nobody there, unless you count the tumbleweeds. And I was like, oh. But by the time I left, it had picked up pretty good. I guess old people don't get, and they must have wanted their moons over my hammy over at Denny's before they hit the show. So I don't know. I did walk around, bought from one dealer who I purchased from before at the flea market. They wanted stuff gone. I made stuff disappear. They were happy. Everybody else had the, I probably didn't walk by them then. Everybody else had, it was nice to, Finnegan's Wake first print and stuff like that. Cool stuff to look at, but nothing I could make any money on necessarily.
Super Samuel's in the house. How's it going?
On that, I spent a lot of time talking to local Joe over there.
Sorry to hear that.
I actually went.
I'm joking.
I actually went to a Polish restaurant, Triple J, and got the cheesecake for dessert, and it was the heavy cheesecake, which was made with the farmer's cheese. It was actually delicious. So if you're up in the Rochester area, I'll give you the address of the Polish restaurant. You ever been there?
No.
Polska Chata. It's right around the corner. It's on right off of East Ridge. You don't even know it's like an old house.
Oh, really?
It's really, really cool. Yeah. So I love cheesecake.
Awesome. Monique's in the house. How's it going?
There were graphic novels at the book. I was impressed. There were actually graphic novels. And I didn't see anybody in a three-piece tweed suit looking at them, but there were graphic novels. So
you buy any?
I did not know. Clarence, people were actually giving things away as it was pretty much the last big flea of the year. If you do go to Clarence, the first flea market of the month is what they call a garage sale weekend, and that gets a lot of people. So there were lots and lots of people there just because of that, and people were just giving stuff away. So I was buying a lot of stuff. One guy was there, and I did mention this behind the paywall. And if you haven't come behind the paywall, you definitely should. Got a lot of great videos back there. Guy was sitting there, and he looked nice guy in the end, but he was one of those guys who looked like he had just sucked on a lemon. And
show us. Well, how's the lump? Well, that's bitter beer face.
Okay, so he's sitting there like that. And so I'm walking up to his table, and I'm looking around, and he's not paying any attention at all to me. And he's talking to somebody else. I'm looking through paper, and I'm looking through, just kind of couldn't get his attention. So I said, all right. So I walked around, came back, and he was still talking to the same customer, but I kind of went up and started looking. So finally I go, how much is the paper? It depends.
Oh, God.
They're all different prices.
Here we go.
Yep. And I go, oh, boy. He goes, make a pile, we'll make a deal. I said, all right. Well,
you should ask for the range.
yeah,
Are
that's
they $1 to $10, or are they
kinda-
$5 to $100?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're going to spend 20 minutes and just say $300. No.
So I found a couple of items that I liked, including the item of the week. Spoiler alert, I bought from him. And then he had these military plane prints and some other prints. So I'm chatting him up going, these are pretty cool. Do you know where these came from? Do you know anything at all about them? And he's like, I don't really know. No. I'm like, okay. So finally I said,
does he not like you or just no personality?
No personality. So finally I said,
thank you.
So finally I said, you know something, what can I do? I'm just going to put the stuff on a pile. I give the guy the pile of stuff. There were 41 prints and like 4 or 5 other things that I wanted. Hand it to him, like 45 items. Yeah. He takes it. He starts looking through it. And he's looking through it. And he's looking through it. Finally, he hands stuff back to me. He goes, I got to get $10 for this stuff. I'm like, you just wasted $10 of my time looking through it.
You should say, could you break it down for me?
What's that expensive?
$850?
What's that expensive in there? I need to know. Take that out.
Wow.
TV dinner day. Nice. Chico State College or Cripple Creek Minor baseball.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, it is a Cornell hat.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, so I've got to get $10 out of that. I did buy it from him, believe it or not. So now I know he's somebody, if I go back to Clarence next year, he's definitely willing to deal. I did go to Penfield Library sale. They went, oh, hello, Lag. Welcome in.
That's your computer's name.
It is today. They wanted $2 a book, so I couldn't really buy very much. Bought a couple of books. Half price day on Friday, so I'll go back on Friday on that. And this weekend, I have no idea if I'm going to be buying what I'm going to be buying. But guess what Saturday is, Mr. Magazine?
My son's first college football game.
Guess what Saturday is, Mr. Magazine?
I'm going to gamble at Turning Stone.
Guess what Saturday is, Mr. Magazine?
I don't know.
Your other son.
Oh, that is. Well, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, my poor other son. Yes, he is the leader of the Ghostbuster Rochester. What do you call it? Whatever
club.
The club, yeah. So he's handling the table setup. He's bringing his props, and he's dressed in full gear. It's what's it called? The Flower City Con. Yeah, Flower City Con. So he's running that at 16 years old, which I commend him. He's loading up all the stuff in my other son's car, and he's gonna. Now
you know what would be really funny is if he took your wife's car and made it look like a Ghostbuster car.
Well, I think we're going to be gone Friday, so I think he may need to do that to fit everything in. But I think my mother-in-law's going to drive him in that car, because if he took that, just got his license like a month ago. If he took that, even if it wasn't his fault and someone hit him, he's still at fault for taking her car. So he can't. It's a lose-lose for him. So because my wife won't yell at her mother for helping him out.
But guess what Saturday is, Mr. Magazine?
You're going to buy a lot of books and magazines somewhere and fill your car up.
It's Cider Fest. That's right. It's Cider Fest. Unlimited pours of alcoholic cider. And then guess what I have that evening after Cider Fest?
Chocolate Fest.
2 Whatnot auctions.
Oh, wow.
So make sure you stop on by to Whatnot, because last year after Cider Fest, I was fun. Let's put it that way. So could go off the rails very, very quickly.
Yeah, I see it.
Glitch of the week. Thursday, I couldn't bring up pictures on eBay to edit. I couldn't rotate them or anything. I had to keep reloading the page to be able to do that. Of course, the glitch today, trying to get the show started, that wins as well. And Thursday, actually, my sales were terrible on eBay Thursday. Absolutely everybody's were. And found out it was the 30th anniversary of eBay. Well, here's the funny thing about it.
Really?
Yeah.
How long have we been there? Almost 30, 27 maybe?
Yeah. But apparently a customer told me that they were having a 30th anniversary sale. eBay was for some customers. Well, obviously when they were updating everything for her 30th anniversary, that crashed the site, which was funny because I told Jackie Jacks, I do chat with Jackie Jacks once in a while. I told Jackie Jacks that before I knew this, that eBay probably crashed the site because they were programmers were trying to put up a 30th anniversary logo at the top. Turns out I wasn't too far off.
No, right.
I was not too far off on that. Site changes. So I was going through Mr. Magazine's items he has up for sale the other day when I was over at his store. And I noticed a couple of your pictures, Mr. Magazine, when you go through the list view, have a little icon on them. Have you seen that?
No.
Well, there's a little icon there. And
what do you expect me to say? Yeah, and just start spewing something out? No.
Oh, well, that would be.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't track with the show. If you click on the icon, it tells you how to boost your sales, and they want you to increase your percentage that you're paying for promoting.
Bill that?
I've not told them that. No.
Okay.
If eBay sneezes, the site crashes. That's well put. That is well put. Allegedly, per Reddit, and if you can't trust Reddit, who can you trust?
Mm-hmm.
Someone was told by an eBay rep that due to the FTC rule banning fake reviews and testimonials, they can't suppress negative or neutral feedbacks anymore. So now it's going to be almost impossible to get feedback removed.
Wow.
Which would, if true, explain why they're doing automated feedback. Why you would get automated positive feedback, because they can see that more people are going to be getting negative and they can't take them away.
Right.
So they'll be putting more positive up there to dilute the effect of the negative feedbacks. So if that's true, that's really interesting, and that would explain why they're doing that. Apple and Maple festivals here in Tampa's strawberry and kumquat festivals. Nice. I like strawberries. I like kumquats. I like apple and I like maple. I like them all together in a cider. Time for item of the week. Have you ever heard the expression, Mr. Magazine? You can't judge a book by its cover.
I believe I have.
So this was from the guy that needed to get $10 out of it.
Okay.
This was what he had. What is this, Mr. Magazine?
Cleveland Telephone Company Directory.
Open it up, Mr.
Long
Magazine.
distance telephone.
Open it up, Mr. Magazine.
And there's another book inside.
Mehmet Ali's Oriental Dreams. And this is from 1880s. And then there's a second book like that right over here from the 1880s that actually are in there. So there's no telephone book. Whatever reason, they bound in these 1880s dreams interpreted kind of books in here. I cannot find the value of these. I cannot find any of these online. As far as I don't know what these are worth at all. I do know they're worth more than the Cleveland Telephone Company book is. Again, from 1880s.
That's awesome.
You absolutely never know. Again, I did open it up, just kind of said, let me look. And I saw the inside of that. And that was the first thing I was like, okay, I'm gonna deal with this guy no matter what. Odds are he's not going to open this up. He's going to think it's a telephone book.
Yeah.
He might ask $5 on it. I'm buying that in a second. What are these?
I'm assuming.
No, I'm going to sell them.
Really? Okay. Yeah. What do you think it's worth?
Not in the best of shape, but they're rare from the 1880s.
$100.
$100, $150, something like that. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be asked. eBay. Go ahead. Read that. I've been on eBay since 1999. Only asked to have one feedback removed. Nice. So I have not. Okay. I will definitely do so. Bismarck's Wheel. If you'd like to do it, Lag. Bismarck's Wheel of Fortune or The Answers of Destiny by Barclay and Company. Undated, but it's going to be the 1880s or 1890s. Bismarck's Wheel of Fortune. The problem was when I searched on the internet using Google, it was trying to bring me up Wheel of Fortune answers. It really was.
While you're at it, you should ask Chad if Homer and Jethro are funny.
Why? Of course they are. Yeah. Of course they are. Or ask them to make up Homer. Oh, maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe
improve their jokes, like make it more modern.
That's a good idea, actually. When we run out of stuff in the book, we'll do new Homer and Jethro jokes.
Perfect.
Insulting offer of the week. Mr. Magazine had Bowling, How to Improve booklet, $19.16. He got offered $2.60 on a $19 book with an email. Hello, have you ever had an issue with your items not being able to be removed from a possible buyer's shopping cart? Well, that's exactly what is going on in my account in my cart. I've been trying to remove it from my cart for a day or so. If you have a solution, let me know. And on the sales side of things, I see it's 1 day away from being 1 year from the last offer that happened between us. I would never, and I'm sure after a full year, no one else would either, ever pay more than half of what you're asking for this item and shipping. I'd like to buy it if you make it cheaper. Just make the shipping cheaper. The shipping is pretty steep. It's pretty small. Normal envelope, size small. Make me an offer or sit on it for another couple of years. Thanks. and I hope to hear from you. Have a good evening.
I don't think he heard from me.
Well, he's still sitting by the phone. How
much could shipping be off? Like really?
Well, he wants you to put it in an envelope and ship it for 60
cents
or something.
Yeah, but even if our shipping is high, it's $1.50 higher just for handling or whatever. It's not like it's $12 for a booklet.
Right. Mr. Magazine had a February 2009 Russian Playboy graded 9.6 CGC 9.6 with Kim Kardashian cover. He's asking $755.23. He got 2 different $100 offers. The market has spoken.
It's 62. It's 62 now to grade a magazine. Just so you know.
I had an Ebony magazine, March 1985. Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali. That's a pretty good magazine.
Yeah.
$32.22 with free shipping.
Okay.
Guy offers me $10. I counter at 20. They say 20 is too much to spend. If I ever change my mind, I'll let them know.
Oh, nice.
I pointed out that at $10 free shipping, I lose money after everything is said and done.
I mean, if you went to the grocery store, bought a $10 magazine, and then shipped it free shipping, you're losing $5 or more. I'm probably $6.
I said, so it's unlikely I will ever change my mind, as I really don't think I ever am going to be in the mood to lose money. No. Countdown to Brimfield? Well, our buys have been a lot slower lately, so there is a chance that in spring I might be going to Brimfield. We shall see when it falls. Oh, it's the Confucius joke of the week.
Wow.
Who knew? Mr. Magazine.
Yep.
How did one ear of corn say hello to another?
I don't really know.
How did one ear of corn say hello to another? You're supposed to say how.
How?
That's right. How? It was Indian corn. Indian corn. How?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're never going to make the act.
I wish I had corn for dinner, then I had to use your restroom afterwards.
I need one of those little banjos so I can play it after every one of these jokes. It's really good.
There you go.
Customer issues. Mr. Magazine had a dart blaster. They wanted to cancel the order. $70 to ship a $20 item is incredibly high. No fault of yours. I ordered by mistake. You do see the shipping, sir.
It was a big box. It's oversized. What are you going to do?
Right. Well, and if he's over, I don't know if he might have been overseas. I don't know.
It could be, or California.
Yeah.
Even if it's like 7, if it's 7 pounds and 3 feet long, it's going to cost that.
Yeah. Yachting, or as Fred Sanford calls it, yachting magazine, overseas. I just spoke to the eBay customer service. You have not activated the grouped shipments option. You can contact eBay to activate the option. Thank you. Exactly. So they basically want Mr. Magazine to change his entire way of doing business. Now, the reason why we don't have the shipping automatically calculated if you buy multiple things with discounts and all that is because you start getting into the size of things. And we've got items that were listed so long ago, they may not be accurate to start with the sizes and everything. So somebody suddenly buys a teacup, a bowling ball, and that gun,
it's a nightmare,
rifle thing. And then it's like, oh, it's $2 for each extra item.
Right.
No, that's not going to work.
Well, what if you get 2 items that are 10 inches long, and you have to pack them that way, and it's 22 and over? Is it going to put that added on?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of work to make the sale to that one guy. Let's put it that way. For one yachting magazine, it's okay. All right, I made a mistake on this one over here, but I'm going to tell you why I made the mistake. An Amazon, Mr. Magazine.
Okay.
So you're going through your orders on Amazon.
Yep.
And somebody buys Richie Rich, and their name is Linda.
Didn't you used to call me that?
I did used to call you Richie Rich. Somebody buys another Richie Rich 15 seconds later, and her name is Linda.
That's happened to me.
I know it has.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, in the old days, I would assume that it was just one person. If they're right back to back, and it'll say just their L last name or something like that. Yeah, I would ship it out, and then a mistake happened, and I check them now from now on. And it's 50-50. Like it happens not a lot, but say once or twice every 2 months or 3 months. And so if it's similar, I always check them now.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to now as well. It was the same person.
Oh, okay.
They bought back-to-back Superman graphic novels because I guess they didn't want to come to Rochester and go to the book show. Bought two of the same name. I combined. Turned out they had put in two different addresses that they bought for a friend.
Oh, that's happened to me too, because one was for a gift or something. Yep. That's happened to me.
But here's where they really annoyed me a little bit. She contacts me. This was shipped out. My friend got two of them. And it says that I got mine, but mine never showed up. I'm like, well, you know what happened then. Obviously, I shipped the two together to your friend.
It's common sense. Yeah.
So I refunded. And I said, I'm sorry, that is on me. I'll refund you completely. Your friend can ship it to you.
Yeah.
And you've saved the money so you can pay for the shipping.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't know how it, you got to explain to her how it showed up, the back-to-back names, same item, I assumed. I go, it was on me. I'm sorry. You get your money all back. She goes, oh, I didn't know how that showed up. Can you reverse the refund? I go, no, you keep the refund. It's not
cool that she knew how to do the two different addresses. I wouldn't know how to ship the two different addresses, the same name.
Yeah. I don't know either. I'm going back into Amazon jail. I got a negative.
Ooh.
An item I sold in 2014, alternate cover. Well, I didn't get the item that was pictured. Well, there wasn't a picture on it in 2014. Yeah. Since then, a picture was added,
and it could be the wrong picture. Yeah, who knows?
Or a more recent picture, because it was a music book, and what they do with music books, like song books, is they reprint them regularly. So he got the same title with the same content. Because I know this is going to surprise you, Mr. Magazine. Playing the violin hasn't changed a lot in the last 80 years.
Yeah, I don't think
you
so.
Still kind of do it the same way.
There's no like electronic violins like there are drums.
And even if there are, it wouldn't be in the regular violin book. It'd be a special one.
Right. Yeah.
So he got the same book. It was just an older version of it. But he left a negative and put in a return. And I'm thinking to myself, why can't you just reach out?
Yeah.
Why is it so difficult to reach out? I would have
said,
I'm sorry.
Jeff, what's up?
And would have refunded his money to him.
Yeah.
But instead, I'm going in jail. So, but the next 2 months are going to be slow on Amazon for me. And what are you going to do? Guy over on Etsy, Mr. Magazine, overseas, not really overseas, he's in Brazil, but I'm going to say overseas. He wants me to pull down a $16.
Lucky dog, you. Oh, sorry.
How did one ear of corn say hello to another? How? Oh, that's right. How? It was Indian corn.
Like a guitar.
There you are. So a guy in Brazil, on Etsy, I have a $16 brochure. He wants me to pull the brochure down because he can't afford the $16 brochure and shipping right now. But he's got to get the money together. And when he gets the money together, he wants me to put it back up. So he wants me to save it for him in the meantime. I said, well, how long is it going to take for you to get the money together? So it was $25 shipping, $30 shipping. So he's got to get $46 together.
True, Don.
And he goes, I don't know, 30 to 45 days. So he wants me to hold on to this item for 45 days for him. So he gets $45 together.
He's financially unstable where he can't afford it now. You don't know if he can afford that then. I mean, is someone dying in his family? He's going to get a windfall?
Well, that Nigerian prince.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's $16. We've had people like that. $10 items, they want to hold it for a month.
Did you miss last week's, Jeff? I got the sheet over here. Sorry. So Mr. Magazine had a couple of stories to tell us.
I know one of them. I don't know what the second one is.
Golf shirt and an A-Rod Jeter jersey.
It's the same story.
Oh, they're both the same item?
It's the same guy. Well, now you'll have to hear it the right way. I'm going to say this slowly because it does get confusing. eBay was confused at first. I had a red jersey, baseball, signed by Jeter, A-Rod, and Johnny Damon.
Okay.
Sold for $350.
Okay.
I sold it to a guy.
Right.
He's returning the item. It said like wrong item or something like that. So now I get this item back. Thank God I didn't refund because sometimes I refund like just to get it over with. And I'm like, it's $350. Let me just look in the box. It was a small box. I opened it up and there's a white golf shirt in there signed by, at the time I didn't know who it was. It ends up being someone Day, but not the popular Day. There's 2 days in golf. The suckier Day. And I'm
is that his name?
And it was in
this, it's Suckier
It was in a clear bag with Jeter's name written on it, and A-Rod and Damon in Sharpie. So I don't know if my employee sent it like that. Maybe that's how I got it. I don't know. And there's a PSA card with the shirt.
So what did the PSA card say?
So I had my niece look it up.
Yeah.
And we didn't put any dispute in yet because I emailed the guy and I said, it seems to be a mistake. Either you were trying to scam me, or you sent me the wrong shirt back. And he never responded. Then the next day I said, I'm going to have to contact the police and eBay if you don't respond to me. So then another day went on. So anyways, my niece looked it up. It matches up to the date. So mine was Beckett,
right?
The red thing. He has a white golf shirt. So that's PSA. And she looks at this guy's name up. He's a seller.
Okay.
He has that white golf shirt for sale on his eBay site.
Okay.
So she took a picture of it, which was smart, saved it. And we contacted eBay the first day when he didn't respond back. And then he said, we sent him the white jersey, not the red one. And I said, how could we do that? You had it. Now, and so after that, he took it off his site. So when we first contacted eBay, they go, give it 5 days. We're going to escalate it for 5 days, see what happens, communication between buyer and seller. Well, now you know how it tells you that you got 1 day. I got the email. You have 1 day to do this. I go, listen, I'm not waiting 5 days, because if we let this go through and he wins, we're not getting any money. There's no shot of getting any money back. And we're stuck with this $100, even if it's worth $100. So she called back eBay and talked to someone in trust and safety and told them that he had it on the site. They looked, no, he had it off, but they could look on it. So they saw that he had it. We have pictures in our possession of that.
Yep.
So we didn't have to pay the refund. They closed it out. So.
Oh wow.
So as of right now, I got a free jersey out of it. Nice. The free one. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
You know what you should do next week, if you still keep it? Wear the Sucky Day jersey here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there you are. You wear Sucky Day.
I hope it's been small.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. I
can't breathe. But yeah, I was happy that I was always worried about eBay, because like Paperboy said, worst case or best case, you're going to get half your money back and not the product, which would suck.
Right.
But, it's $100, $200, $170, whatever.
I'll have to check that out, Leg. Yeah. I definitely will check that out then on that. Oh, how about 2 weeks ago, Jeff? I have them all the way back to the start. I got the book in the other room. We can sit there and read them straight through. I said I thought they were two different items.
You should start your own YouTube with that. Just recite them all 24/7.
So Mr. Magazine has something interesting going on. He had one of his employees do an API, whatever that means, on eBay, and was giving the
I don't even know what that is.
The most popular items, the most clicks, most this, most that. And it was very, very heavy on older items, 2015, 2016 items, which was really, really interesting. So Mr. Magazine, during whatever period of time, and I don't know the period of time that it was, whether it was a week, a month, or what it was, his most viewed items overall were all older items. Like his top 1,000.
You're going to see there's probably 10 refunds of stuff from 10, 12 years ago that we don't know where they are at this point. It's like 50-50 at this point.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, for that period of time, eBay was pushing old items, definitely. And he also has, the employee is working on a program for item specifics to fill in item specifics as well. Yeah. I saw that in action today. So very, very cool. Mr. Magazine sold a High Times magazine with Kyle Cushman, a harvest poster in it. Hello, as a follow-up to this recent purchase, my dad and I drove to Woodland Hills this morning and personally gave the poster frame to Kyle. I will send pictures soon, but want to let you know where this gem finally found its final home. And for what it's worth, Kyle never kept a copy for himself. Wow. This will be a keepsake for him moving forward, especially with his 59th birthday this Thursday. Thanks again for making three dudes very happy. #peace.
Cool.
I think we need more of that, my friends. We need more of that.
Yep.
One thing that I have definitely noticed, I am making more international sales. Whatever reason, international sales have suddenly picked up.
Me as well. The problem is we have issues where we're going to weird countries like, the Amazon, Kuwait. I sent a three. I should know better by now, but $350. I think it was a Penguin Batman figure. And it never got there, and Amazon gave him his money back. I'm about $350. So we took Kuwait off the list. We took Dubai off. We took Mexico off. So we're not selling to certain countries now, just because it's not worth the hassle.
See, I don't sell to any foreign countries on it. I don't sell anywhere on Amazon because I'm in Amazon jail. But when I wasn't in Amazon jail, I wasn't selling to any foreign countries because back in the day they wouldn't give you enough for shipping.
Right.
So maybe I'll open that back up. I'm gonna at some point look into all that, changing all those things. More international too. Yeah, for whatever reason, international's picked up. First time ever this happened with Mr. Magazine. No, he didn't pay attention for a full show. He had no deadbeats. So when I went in Sunday night, there were no deadbeats.
And sales were still crappy. That's really bad. It's not like sales are great and it sucks because they have deadbeats. No,
there were zero deadbeats. So
that's crazy.
Whatever eBay is doing,
maybe because sales are so low, there's less people. Less people I'm selling to.
But whatever they're doing to try to get people to pay more rapidly seems to be working to some extent. Now, we do not require instant payment on our items, but I am noticing more people paying a lot faster nowadays. I have programmers through my Shopify store to bring my eBay items over to papergoy.com, yada, yada, yada. I have a 30-minute Zoom call set up for them next week to talk to them because I have more items than what their standard plan is. So we got to talk about what they're going to charge me, et cetera, et cetera. And of course, they're going to try to sell me other things also.
What company are you using to transfer them over?
I don't even know the name.
Okay. But you're paying a new person to do this.
No, I'm paying the same company to do it. Oh. But they're going to be raising my price because I have more items.
Okay, but it has nothing to do with a web design person.
No. She found it in the first place.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right.
But they're in India. And so I had to sign up for a Zoom call. The times available are from 11:30 p.m. till 8 a.m., which happens to fit perfectly in my schedule. I have no problem at all. I'm like, I should do 4 o'clock in the morning. This is perfect.
You're up Sunday nights at 11 o'clock. So.
Well, this is perfect. But I'm sitting there looking at that going, anybody else might have problems with these hours. Like, I got to get up early for this. And I'm like, this is perfect hours. Updates and follow-ups. So I mentioned last week that I had renewed my store subscription. I got an email about that, Mr. Magazine.
Okay.
From eBay.
What's it say?
Congratulations on opening your store, Papergoy.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm like, thank you, I guess. Thanks, I guess. Thank you. Want to thank everybody out there. Last week, we made a plea for the Amazon associates with our link. If you guys could purchase something through the link, would definitely appreciate it. Multiple people did. Thank you. We are saved. We will probably bother you again in about 5 months, but thank you. Definitely do appreciate everybody who did that.
We could have retired if my wife did this a year ago with the amount of money she spends on Amazon, but she's doing it now at least. So maybe we retire next year.
There we go. But thank you. We definitely do appreciate that. Mr. Hot Wheels, they thanked you for me opening a store. I'll be darned.
Good stuff
on that over there. But thank you. The only problem I have, nobody bought a car. I said Hertz is offering cars over there. Did you not hear me? Use the link and buy a car on that. So, but thank you again. Do appreciate that.
He's listening. Oh my God, at the worst time. Oh my God. Jesus.
Do you know the name Jason Silverstein?
Yeah, that's Shell's son.
All right, could be. Probably not, though. No. He is a rich guy.
Okay.
Do you remember, Mr. Magazine?
No.
We were talking a couple of month ago about the Miami Heat.
Yes.
Security guard that got arrested.
I do remember that. Millions of dollars in jerseys and so forth from the championship.
So. Well, apparently Mr. Silverstein purchased a number of those jerseys.
Ooh, okay.
And he's been visited by, I don't know, the FBI or the police. He's been visited by the authorities.
It gotta be FBI. Police, it's too big.
And they're discussing with him about the possible return of said jerseys. He actually has an interesting idea. He says, well, it's kind of murky as to title on these. No, not really. If the guy stole them, title never passes. Right. I mean, that's that. Yeah. But he actually has an interesting idea. Well, there you go. Tell Mrs. Jacks to use our link.
Now he's worth millions or billions, hundreds of millions. So
many millions.
So if he spent $5 million and he screwed out of $5 million,
it's going to hurt, but it's not going to bankrupt him.
Okay.
But he actually had a good idea. He's reached out to the Miami Heat, and he suggested that he donate these to the Miami Heat for a Miami Heat museum. And the reason why he's doing that, I would think, would be so he can write that off his taxes.
Yeah.
So he doesn't just lose the item.
But he's paying for the museum.
Well, no, they were talking
okay.
about having one and everything. So
what's the benefit? I mean, I guess if he's paying for the museum and donating, so it's one thing. But
I think they were going to have their own museum anyway.
Okay.
So I think the benefit is he gets the tax write-off on it. So instead of losing $1 million worth of stuff, he at least gets something out of it, even though he doesn't actually own it. But that would be one of those deals that the Heat goes, okay, you have title, you now donate it to us, all good, you take it off your taxes, everybody is happy, the jerseys are back home. The only people that got screwed are the U.S. taxpayers, but that's a whole other story. I'm sure they have lawyers looking into all of that.
That guy that stole him, does he have any money left that he's hit?
I think don't quote me on this, I think he's prison or close to prison, because he was selling the things cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap, $50,000 and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So maybe he made $1 million, and who knows what he did with it.
Yep, absolutely.
Or where it is.
Yep. There we are. So yep, as I mentioned yesterday, Shopaholic, my third straight white glove Shopaholic. My October sales are already up over or my October sales are already up. I put up a lot of October sales already. I don't know how they're going to do, but I'm already that far out, so that's good. Wow. 10-time appreciation of the value of the jersey since they have such a proven provenance. That's true too. And you can end up making money off this deal. Figure that one out. Mr. Magazine, I'm thinking you might not have bought that Darth Vader screen used lightsaber after all. You probably put in the $3 million offer on it.
I did get outbid.
Did you see what it went for?
With fees, 3.6.
3.6 million, yeah. They were expecting 1 to 3 million, so it went for more than that. Yep. Over on Etsy, they sent me a thing that I had to fill out for the Inform Act, which is what we have to fill out on Amazon as well.
Isn't it a song? Inform Act? Sing it.
That is a good song. I was like,
I can't say what comes after. I don't know. It's all mumbo jumbo words after that.
So I clicked over to Etsy and I'm like, oh boy, nope, just verify this. Nope, my address hasn't changed. My name hasn't changed. My bank account hasn't changed. My social security number hasn't changed. Yep, we're all good. Click 2 boxes through. We're all set.
Wasn't there a book that nothing's changed but my change?
Maybe.
Yeah.
You're losing me tonight, my friend. That doesn't happen very often. I notified Pennsylvania in writing, although an email counts, that I'll be doing the Allentown show. You're required to do so by the law. My thought is, I know that some Pennsylvania employee got this email and goes, "The heck is this?"
How many people are doing it across the year, and how many people are sending that in? 5%? I mean, not even,
one person?
Yeah.
The guy's looking at it going, I care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Why did this idiot do this? And of course, I wrote it all formally. I believe this fulfills my obligation within the law to give you a 30-day notice prior to. And I'm sure the guy reading it goes, whatever.
Don knows snow.
And his brother went.
You remember what his first record was called?
12 inches of snow.
Oh, you do know.
I do know.
Okay.
He and his friends used to beat him up, apparently. Wow. The only thing I remember about snow is I heard an interview with him, and he was talking about the album, and he's talking about the months, January. What comes before January? And he didn't know what month was before January. So that is the interview that I heard with him. All righty. It's December, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Yeah.
I know you were acting like, everybody knows that. What is it? What is it? You'd ask me after
the show.
Well,
if you start at 1, if that's number 1, nothing comes before it.
All right, Mr. Magazine, we're going to head on into the main part of the show now.
Okay.
How much are your death piles costing you?
I feel like, I don't want to say they're costing me more than everyone else, but I'm paying a lot of money for warehouse. The pods are free right now. Thank God for my friend, but the container is not free. So I'm paying a lot for storage. I'm throwing some stuff out, but it's more like work. I'm putting more time in it. Let's move these records around. I got to pull these out, and they were death piles of records, but now I got to sort them, put them on Whatnot. They don't sell. They go to the other lister for Amazon. Then they got to get put back, and then they want to throw out the crappy one. So it's a lot of time involved for me, more than cost of money. But if I don't do these things, then we're really going to run out of room fast. Luckily, I came up with an idea, but it's only going to help us if we can get another container or something behind the warehouse, which I'm going to try and, I own a container, but it's on my friend's property.
Now, did you put in for that? I know last week we were talking about you were putting in for a permit.
I'm going tomorrow, actually.
Okay.
It's actually on my list for tomorrow.
Do you have to make an appointment, or you just
No,
go
you
down?
just go in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So on a Thursday, it's probably not too busy if you go there early. So my goal is to get a container where it's just easier to and I own it already. So the permit can't cost a lot. There's not much. Maybe transporting might cost $500 to $1,000. I don't know. But the point is, now when say we run out of room for, say, adult magazines, we have nowhere to put them. End of the row, there's no other shelves. I started pulling out our magazines from 2010 and 2012. So we pull them out. There's actually good stuff in there that eBay ended or Amazon ended. They were recycling now back into Amazon, Shopify, the adult site. So now when those come off, say I take 10 or 20 boxes off, half of those I'm probably going to recycle and the other half aren't worth it. So I got to put those somewhere. So that's where I need room to put these somewhere else. And it's not even really a death pile, but it's extra. It's quadruples of things that are slow moving that we probably never get to because there's always better stuff. But it would be nice to have an area to put it all in, like a container. But it's more time than cost. But I'm like I said, I'm paying $125 a month for the container. If I have to buy another container, which say I need 2 in the back, that's going to cost some money. So there is some money involved, and employees' time too for some of this stuff, pulling it out, and then I got to sort through it and so forth. So that's my cost and time. But how about you?
Let's see what other people are saying here. Death pile is 100% a negative until they sell. If the death pile sits for years, you would be better off investing. All right. And that's where I was going. And I disagree with you, Lag. I disagree with you. And the reason why is I pay, and this may not be same for everybody, as far as if you are doing retail arbitrage where you go to Target and you're sending the stuff off to Amazon, this is not true whatsoever. In order for that business to work, you have to flip stuff because you're paying too high of a percentage. But I am paying 5 cents on a dollar at most in general now. And on bigger deals down to 1%. I mean, I picked up 45 items for $10. And that's not out of the ordinary.
Right.
I have so little money invested into per item that a lot of people will say exactly what you said there. And for a lot of people, that is true. Now the cost comes in if I make a purchase, it's sitting in a death pile, and I can't make another better purchase because I don't have the money.
Right.
Then it's a cost.
Your shed really is the one out of pocket cost.
Right.
But everything else is in your house. So.
But even then, the shed wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea, even if I didn't have the death piles, just kind of, just to have stuff. Hey, I can store stuff in here that's listed.
Yeah.
I can store the safe stuff in here that's listed.
It'll serve a purpose one way or the other, yeah.
So if I'm paying 5 cents on a dollar and I spend $100 on stuff, I'm picking up $2,000 worth of stuff that I think I can sell.
Mm-hmm.
If I can put it in the bank safely at 5%, what am I making on $100 after a year, Mr. Magazine?
$5.
Exactly.
So, well, yeah, it's 100%.
So,
well, here's another problem I have. You might have a little bit of it, but you're more frugal than I am. I'm not really good with money.
Now you pay interest.
Yeah, I mean, on a lot of money. That's the problem right there.
Yeah, you're paying interest on money. I'm not paying interest. Everything I have is bought and paid for, as far as that goes. So I sat there, and this is what got me thinking about this, is I've got that death pile, $1,000 into that death pile. It's, $10,000, $20,000 worth of stuff when I finally do list it.
Yeah.
I'm making $50 in interest on that safely.
I'd say average stuff 10 to 25%, depending on what it was. If we go to, especially if you go to an
If you go to
auction, you're not
auction,
going to pay. Yeah, we did a lot of auctions.
Did a lot of auctions,
In
and yes,
estate sales, you're not going to pay that very rarely unless you get score one item that they don't know what it's worth or something.
so yeah, probably was. But the flip side of that too is most of the deals I've made my money back out of. Except, no, that is true. But I've made my money out of the deal. So in other words, I buy 50 items for $100 and I list 10 of the items and I make it off of, I've got $200 back off the items. The other 40 items, if they sit forever, I've still made money off of it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I've always paid cheap. I just do because I'm willing to buy in bulk from people and I'm willing to buy the things that other people don't necessarily want.
Right.
I mean, I went to the library sale today and $2 a piece. I was like, whew, I'm not paying that kind of money for books. That's crazy. That's insane money for books. And I'm waiting for the dollar sale to be able to buy the things. And that's for things that people have asked me to buy to sell to them on whatnot. So those I'm going to flip right away.
Yeah. See, I think I got 2 death piles that cost me money because I paid, say 45 RPM records. I probably paid 10,000 in the last 20 years over some big collections, and they're in a room for 45s, but they're not worth my employees listening at this point with minimum wage doubled in the last 5 or 10 years. So like I can't give them $10 items, even on Amazon and whatnot. We tried and it failed. And then we got the posters up there. Man, I got to have thousands of posters and they're probably worth $100,000 up there, but posters take forever to sell. I guess I can, but if I go up there and I want to cherry pick, say the top 100 posters that are worth 50 to 500, it would take me a month to go through them. So a lot of time involved. So yeah, if I paid 10 grand for all those posters, I got 20 grand invested in the last 10, 15 years with those death piles, where everything else, little by little, I'm taking stuff from it. Oh, this will sell now. This will sell now, so, or if I get a collection of VHS, I'll add it to the death pile of VHS, and now we'll start circulating more VHS, and
Right. Right. Well, and that's what, and again, I know a lot of people say that, and there's no right or wrong answer. It all depends upon your situation. And
that's a good one.
What you're buying, how long you hang on to it. Some stuff won't retain the value you think it will. Right. And I'm buying stuff that I'm not buying Pokemon cards. I'm not buying things like that. Thank you, Don. Yes, yeah. I didn't quite pick that up the first time through, but thank you for explaining that to me.
I never thought it was cheap. I just thought something was wrong with his pockets, because every time we go out to eat, he can take them out to eat the food, but then when the bill comes, they're stuck into his pants. I don't understand that.
That's not true.
Really?
Yeah, usually I go to the bathroom when the bill
comes. That's true. He drinks like 4 glasses of water. That's his excuse. Save a $50 meal.
But yeah, there's no right or wrong answer to it. But I did want to throw that out there, that if you take a look at the dollars and the cents with what you can safely make on your money at 5%, which is, yes, you could sit there and make the argument, well, I could have invested in an NVIDIA stock, but yes, you could have. And you also could have invested in NFTs.
Yeah.
So let's just go with say 5%, which nowadays you might not even be able to get 5%, but we'll say 5% in a CD. Right. $1,000 is $50 in a year.
Right.
Even after 10 years,
it's nothing. Right.
Even after 10 years, you're talking what, $550, $600, that $1,000. If you're buying things at 5 cents on a dollar, you're buying at such a margin.
Right. Well, and I got loans and credit cards 10 to 30%. Why would I put my money there? I have to pay these things down or buy a collection or so forth.
Yeah. So, and again, it depends upon your situation. It depends upon how comfortable you are with having the things sitting around.
All right, great. Thank you. I am very fortunate about some of the death piles. So say, for example, Life magazines, anything that can go on Amazon. I do have that lister that literally can list 500-600 items in a day. So if it's records, comics, magazines, those death piles, I just give them to him sometimes and he'll knock them out. Literally a day, like the sport magazine collection. Yeah. I don't know, I had 200 or 300 left over that I'm not grading, and he listed them all in one day. Boom, done. Where they, in the old days, if I didn't have him, they'd be a death pile for eBay, and I would get squat for them at some point. Where Amazon, you can get double or triple, but it might take a little longer. And they're on there. They're listed. They're on the shelf. Done with.
Yeah. So I wanted to, I just kind of wanted to put that out there for everybody just kind of to think of. I thought it was and I did say this over on the Whatnot show. I think it's a way that I don't think a lot of people think about. What is your real cost? And it's it's really not a lot for most of us if you're in the secondhand paper area. Again,
Right.
totally different if I'm buying television sets, totally different if I'm buying high-end comic books. Those are different. I wish I could afford to have a death pile of Action Comics #1s. Those would be a great death pile to have. I'm not in that position at this point. But buying these things that I buy, 5% isn't going anywhere because I'm paying 5%. Right. So where am I going on it if I spent $30,000 this year on inventory. I spend $0 on inventory and I put it in the bank. I got $1,500 more at the end of the year. I'm going to make more than $1,500 off the things that I buy during the course of a year. Way more, for sure. Way more. So I just want to throw that out there just as a different way to think of things. We always try to do the show a little differently than other people. We try to flip things on its head and look at things from other ways. We could be right. We could be wrong. Might not work for you, but we want to at least throw it out there, have it on the record. Time for the rambling story of the week, and I'll do this one.
This is a doozy.
So I have a confession to make today.
Wait, that's a song. Okay, go on.
I don't know these songs.
I want you to sing it. Oh, sorry.
I don't know any of these songs.
I don't want to interrupt. This is good stuff.
Chameleon.
I hope Logan's listening.
So I have a confession to make. Today during...
Foo Fighters. I had to remember. All right, go on. I'm done now. Go.
Today during my Whatnot show, I said, and I fibbed, I will admit I fibbed, that I had to tell Mrs. Papergoy about something about Random Neighborhood Kid and this weekend in Ciderfest. Random Neighborhood Kid is going to Ciderfest with us, along with his girlfriend. I do want him to take an Uber. I do not want him to drink unlimited cider and drive home. I will make sure that does not happen. We'll take care of that as far as that goes. However, I talked to her about that after the show. During the show, I was standing there, and I made the mistake today. I've got some granola, and I haven't eaten it in a while. And I said, I want some granola. And I had some granola. You've had granola.
Oh, of course.
It's good.
Sure.
And I said, this is good granola. And I had some more granola. You've had some more granola.
Yeah, of course.
And I said, this is good. And I had more granola. And I had too much granola. And so I'm standing here in the show, and my stomach is doing the loop-de-loop. And all of a sudden, I said, I am not going to make it till the end of the show. So I had to come up with an excuse to leave the room, close the door, close the bathroom door, did what I had to do, came back, made up that story. Didn't think anything of it till after the show, and Mrs. Papergoy came downstairs and said, why did you stop your show right in the middle? And I said, I had to use the restroom. She goes, I heard that, right? I go, oh. She goes, so did all of your customers.
I mean, she's up the stairs with the door closed, and she's probably singing or something or listening to music. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Pooper boy. That's the story that you'd think I would be saying, but no.
So I needed to come clean with you. That was why I suddenly had to sprint out of the show. Embarrassing, but we don't hide anything here on the show. We're the most honest reselling show out there, and I think this probably shows it more than anything else. Well, except the fact I lied to you during the show.
I can't wait for mine next week now. It's not even as good as yours.
I apologize. Exactly. I can eat granola again tomorrow, so we can have a replay. All right. All right, everybody. Great show. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If you've never thought about joining the premium side, we got great content like that. Actually, we don't have content like that over there. But we've got great content over there. Do sign up for membership if you haven't already. We do think we give you value over there. Mr. Magazine just shot a video with me today that I thought was pretty good. Timely reminder for people. We'll be going up tomorrow for you guys as well over there.
I still think if they want to pay people, do a bloopers. Like the 5 minutes before we start, I mean, crazy stuff goes on and is said and stuff that we really shouldn't say, but at least if they're paying behind it,
I'd have to ask
if they can handle some of the crazy stuff we say.
Well, I would have to ask Random Neighborhood Kid how to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, consulting is also available. Do reach out if interested. If you could hit the like button, would really appreciate that. Another fun show, and we will see you next video.
Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See if this glitches.